Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 35 of my Hyperion progression series. I just came back from a bit of a weekend holiday and because of that I almost actually missed out on one of the biggest events of this month. For those who might not know, this weekend we had a cube sale where all the cubes basically were 30% off and we got to fix a lot of our potentials for a really cheap price. Now because I was away for the weekend, I wasn't able to make the most out of this. I only went into the event with about 9 bill, which is about 900 glowing cubes. I only used glowing cubes for this event because I was only trying to fix some of my 2 lines. I had a lot of 2-line equipment that weren't even 21% for example, and some of them as well were 13 and 7 or 10 and 10%, meaning that a lot of my items were actually missing out on an easy-ish 3% of stat. So I decided to roll through a lot of my items to try to fix the missing 3% to just get that extra 3%. Thankfully for me, it didn't take too much to get all the 2 lines, the proper 2 lines on my items. Although I think my shoulder and my cape did take a lot more than expected, it just kept rolling. I saw so many different 3 lines of other stats, even double primes of other stats. It was kind of ridiculous in all things considered. But eventually we did manage to get there and get all our items to a minimum of a proper 2-line stat. And then because I still had a lot of cubes remaining, I decided to try to push for 3-line on a few of my easy items. I started off with the heart because the heart is the easiest one on average to get 3 lines of stat. I wasn't looking for anything too strong, I just wanted to have 3 usable lines. Even if it was 12% with us 2 lines of 6 all stat, that would have been okay as well. But thankfully for us, we did manage to hit our perfect 3-line, a nice clean 12.99. Next up, I decided to try on some of my accessories that were just 12 and 9. I know that I just fixed some of the items to get them to 2-line, but because I had so much remaining, I had a pretty reasonable chance of hitting a 3-line, so I was basically looking for a 3% or a 6% upgrade, and if we were to get really lucky, we could get a full 12.99 stat ring, but honestly, I was just looking for any increase. I didn't feel like any of the other items at the time were a good investment for money to try to roll for something, because if we don't actually hit the line, we actually still have to come back to try to fix it, which can be pretty expensive depending on what it is, and I think the accessories are one of the easier items to try to 3-line. The item in this case that I'm going for is my superior ring. If you guys remember in the previous Star Forcing event, I managed to get it to 21, so it made sense for me to try to cube this one just because it's a done item, compared to some of the other items that might require some foddering or maybe some more Star Forcing for me to use. An example of some items that I didn't touch on this event are my 2 pendants. Both of them are currently at 9 and 9%, and I didn't even bother cubing them because 1, the superior pendant is not even 21 starred, so I don't want to try to 3-line something or fix something that might just end up being fodded over. And my dominator pendant, I'm not super convinced that it's going to be my end game gear, so right now I'm just happy with my dom pendant sitting at 18%. During this session, I actually give up on my superior ring because I just didn't hit anything in the first couple of cubes, and I just wanted to see what other things I could go for. And I checked with the calculator a little bit and I realized that it would be pretty cheap for me to try to 3-line my secondary. And when I say 3-line, I mean I'm just looking for 3 usable lines. Any combination of boss damage, IED, and attack. Ideally with boss damage and attack of course, because the IED line is a lot more of a diminishing return compared to the other 2 stats for me at the moment. Most likely if I hit 2 lines of IED and an attack or a boss damage line, I'd still probably re-roll it because that's just way too much IED and it just does not do as much as the other 2 lines for me at the moment. I really wanted to go for ideally a 2 lines of attack and boss damage. I feel like those would be the ideal lines for me as of the moment, and I didn't actually manage to hit the boss damage and 2 attack lines. Unfortunately, I did low roll a little bit on the top line. It was 35% instead of 40, but it is a 3-line secondary and I don't think we can complain about that. After hitting our secondary, I decided to go back for my CRA hat. I usually put off the CRA equipment to end because they have a lot of useless lines, which makes it really expensive to cube and try to fix. And even though it is only at 18%, trying to go for that 21% can still be pretty expensive regardless of how easy it's meant to be. The CRA equipment just has so many useless lines. But this happened for me. Being able to hit this beautiful 12.99 CRA hat on that cube sale has been one of the best things that happened on this character. I am fully aware of how difficult it is to get 3 lines on CRA, and just getting this beautiful clean 12.99 just feels so good on a completed item. But yeah, I'm just really glad that this is one of the few items that did actually end up going. After that, I decided to try to go back on my superior ring. Thankfully, it ended up at a clean 12.96, and I'm pretty happy with that. Don't need to try to push for a perfect 30 because it can get pretty expensive, and we can move on to other items, which in this case was going to be my slime ring. I decided to go for the slime ring even though it's technically not a completed item, and the reason for that is because I didn't see myself foddering into the slime ring anytime soon. Buying superior rings to fodder into a slime ring is extremely expensive on the Golix coins, and I decided to keep the Golix coins for my future superior pendants when I will probably end up foddering my Dom pendants into, and that one is going to be a more difficult item to replace compared to the slime ring, and I just didn't want to use coins. Meaning that cubing this item is pretty reasonable. I did end up managing to get 13 and 7/7, which is a perfectly fine potential for this item. And to finish off the session, I had a bunch of cubes left over, and I decided to try to cube over a random arcane item that wasn't 3-line. So I decided to go for my shoulder, because apparently according to the calculator it's one of the cheaper ones to try to get to 3 lines out of all the other ones, and because it was only at 13 and 10, I didn't feel too bad trying to roll over it, even if it ended up being a brick. Unfortunately for me, I didn't actually end up hitting anything, and as you guys can see right now, it is currently sitting at 10% all stat and 10% int. So in effect, I did lose 3% because earlier in the event I fixed it to 13 and 10. But I think all things considered, all the items that we ended up fixing, including our hat, our heart, and a bunch of our accessories, that 3% loss isn't too bad, and we can be pretty happy with it overall. I believe I showed my combat power at the very beginning of the video. I think it was around 65 million, and now with all of my gains, let's have a quick look. We are now just a little bit under 72 million combat power. This has been a pretty great event for me, all things considered. I again didn't really have that much going into the event with only about 9 bill, and being able to walk away with a completed hat, a completed heart, a few random 3 lines here and there, with also a 3-line secondary, all within 9 bill, I can be pretty happy with that. It's definitely so much better than I expected. This secondary definitely was one of the items that I was scared of the most. It gives you a lot of damage from these boss damage and magic attack lines, and also the IED lines, compared to just going for an extra 3 or 6% stat. And yeah, I'm just super grateful that I managed to hit this shield. I'm a little sad that I hit 35% on the top line, but it is what it is, and at the very least, I can cope with the fact that it kind of matches my weapon, both of them hitting the low roll on the boss damage, but we can never complain about a 3-line WSE. I'm sure some people might be wondering about my emblem, why I didn't touch it. At the end of the day, I wanted to play the stats, and I realized that it was cheaper to try to go for 3 usable secondary. Not necessarily boss attack or something like that, but the chances of me hitting a 3 usable secondary was significantly higher than me hitting a 3 usable emblem. And the only lines that beat out this 3rd random int line would have been damage, IED, or magic attack. And the chances of me hitting 2 lines of magic attack plus one of those other lines is still quite low, and given the money that I had, I didn't want to risk anything. So that has been my cubing sale adventures. Let's try to make back some of our money with some weekly bosses, because I am broke. Just finished up some of the weeklies and we are sitting nicely at a little bit under 2 bill right now. I do have a few more weekly bosses I need to do. I need to still do Guardian Angel Slime and Hard Darknell, both of which I will probably save for my stream. So if you guys want to see me boss, please consider subscribing so you can keep updated. And I do stream pretty frequently, and I hope to see you guys there. One thing I did want to comment about after doing those bosses is it did actually feel a lot faster. I felt like with all the gains that we've made on our character, it did make the boss runs feel much smoother. V-Healer has been cut down by quite a lot, and if you guys haven't really been following my channel, I've mentioned a few times that I think my minimum damage requirement for Black Mage will have to be a 15-minute V-Healer solo, and given the fact that I cut it down from about 20 minutes to 18, we are definitely on track for it. Currently, I haven't really made much use out of this event. You can see my Maple Crystal is just a little bit into EXP obtained, so then I can get a little bit more EXP while trained to 275. But once I figure out how to distribute my crystal points into these different stats, I might be able to give Black Mage a try, but that's still quite a ways away. I still have a few things I need to do to be able to prep for Black Mage, and because I was away for the weekend, I didn't get everything that I wanted to get done. So I'll just show you guys what I have in mind to kind of prep myself up for the rest of the event. The first thing, of course, is to work on my Legion. I still haven't finished my Lyn character yet. My Lyn is still sitting at 150 or something like that, so she'll definitely need to get to level 210 so then I can get a stronger Link skill and also the extra 2% ID from the upgraded block. And alongside that as well, this event is giving us a lot of bonk potions. Once we get the usage out of all these extreme growth potions from this event, we should be able to be 8,000 Legion, which will be amazing for us as well. Alongside that, I have been prepping on a lot of boss meals to try to increase my weekly income. You guys have seen my mechanic, which I haven't really been doing my weeklies on, I'll be honest. I haven't run it this week yet, so I'm going to run it after I finish recording this segment. So my mechanic definitely is going to be bringing in a lot of extra money, and I've been working on some extra characters to become boss meals in the future. On my previous part, I showed my marksman, which I will be working on in the background, and on stream as well, I've decided to work on a few extra bossing mules. The most recent ones that I've been working on have been my Demon Slayer, my Luminous, and my Demon Avenger. I'll be making a separate video explaining why I chose my classes, and of course another additional 6 ones, because I do want to have 10 bossing mules on top of my mechanic and my main, just so then I have it prepped, and when I do decide to push those characters, I'll have them set up nicely with the 6 set. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about regarding the 6 set, please check out my previous video. I have a link down below explaining exactly how I'm prepping up my bossing mules. With that being said, I'm going to go start my stream and just get my weekly bosses out of the way that I haven't done. Unfortunately, I couldn't get them done before the cubing event, so I did miss out on a little bit of value, but that's okay. We can use this money in a future Star Forcing event instead. It wouldn't be a stream if I didn't give you guys a chance to grief my run. So if you guys can get it to 20 likes within, let's say, the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'll run Darknell with full opacity. Let's have some fun. I'll give you guys that chance. We trade engagement here. You guys give me likes, and then I give you guys full content. Full opacity. I see nothing in Darknell. Yo, that sent full. I blinked and it went from 5 to like 17. Alright, you guys really want to see me die out. Alright, deal's a deal. Alright. Full opacity. Okay. Because you guys even gave me 32. Okay, that was more than I asked for by quite a margin. I will win, alright? I will win. I gotta like stay focused here. I need chill music. Oh my god, all I can see is my mana overload right now, and that's already bright as hell. Don't even need Fatal Strike. We don't need that here. Fatal Strike's expensive. Oh, Blade isn't even that bad. Blade, they're all stacked on top of each other. What's going on here? I think it was cascading. One of them's really bad, but my damage skin is not doing anything, but that's fine. I can't see my character, guys. I can't see where my character is in the middle of that. Oh god, I died. That's fine. I just realized I didn't bind him in my previous burst. I also don't know if I pressed my ring. An FMA here would be probably good. Probably? Kinda want it. Oh! My E-form ran out. Did I press it twice? Oh no, that was not good. That's alright. Okay, we focus now. We focus now. If I can make it to 50%, we're okay. We have 3 lives at 50%. That means we're making it through. Have I solved this before? I have. A few times. Probably FMA here. Okay. Oh, did my overload turn off? Okay, cool, it turned off. At least I noticed it though. Oh my god, 1 HP. I saw the arrow and I was like, that is not good. Oh, I didn't see the arrow there. Alright, let's chill a little bit. Oh, my mini burst is almost up. It's a pretty fast run, honestly. Still. Shouldn't be longer than 15 minutes. I think even if I die out here, I can run it again. Kind of want him a little bit closer to the middle for burst. It's not in a great spot right now. So I'm gonna see if I can drag him a little bit towards the middle. But those meteors are kind of annoying. Hello, welcome to the stream, guys. For those who are just joining in and have no idea what was going on, we made it maybe a bad deal with chat because I can't see anything. Might be a bad deal, but we're living so far, so maybe it's not so bad after all. This is a good cut. Oh my god, run! Oh, run! Alright, we're fine. It's looking a little bit spicy. I'm only on 2 lives. And 2 lives is never good against Darknell. But, so far so good, I guess. Except for that random life I lost, like, towards the beginning. It was a bit rough. Oh. Arrow. Jump. Hopefully don't land on the arrow. I'll just have to take the hit on the pillar. FMA. E-form. Need to wait AB link. We have bind up soon. Bind. Play out of the pillars. Put party shield down, so hopefully this will save me from the rolling that's happening here. I kind of want to bump this rolling. Oh my god. I kind of want to drag back in the middle now though. It's probably going to FMA. Should be safe here in the corner. Eat arrow, that's fine. We have potion up. Hopefully I'm far away enough not to get hit. Cool. Oh my god, that was all of them at once. Do I play safe here or do I full send? We don't play safe here. Let's full send. What's the point of doing this challenge if we're gonna hide? It's looking a little bit close, but it's probably doable. I don't know if one burst is still enough to go, I'll be honest. Still might not be enough. I need probably this plus the mini burst. If I had Origin, I would clear. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, not. Unbelievable. I cannot believe I didn't die there. I might die here. Never mind, we're good. Oh, those balls are gonna run me over. Oh, how am I alive? Oh my god. I don't know how I'm alive. Oh my god, did we get it? Oh my god, that was the most disgusting Darknell clear I've ever done in my life. That is how you get the adrenaline running on that last life. I don't know how I survived, and I think I held my breath for probably the last minute because I can't feel anything in my legs right now. It was for the content, guys. It was for the content. Oh, we did it. I'm missing a little bit of drop right, I think, somewhere. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys can see if my hands are shaking. Hella shaking. Hella shaking. And the prize for that? Nothing. Now surely that deserves a like, guys. If you guys haven't already, that deserved it. Holy crap, that was so unnecessarily difficult for no reason. But it was good. It was good content, guys. Oh my god, thank you for the donation. That is insane. You really didn't have to. Dude, my heart is already like racing. You can't do this to me. How am I supposed to focus in slime? Oh, that was a scam. I was on top of the platform. Oh, I'm dead. Is it 8 times? I don't know. Oh no, I'm reading chat too much. You know what? I don't need. I'm good. It's alright. It's alright. Hey, we killed it before test. Nice. Hey, slime ring. I'll take it. Thanks again to you, Hearts Battery, for the $50 super. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that more than you can imagine. Didn't help that you sent that right after the clear, so I didn't even get a chance to calm down. I just heart attack after heart attack. But that's what we're here for, I guess. Oh, Dom Pendant, let's go! I think I've lost the plot. That Darknell had kind of broke me. This stream is kind of cooked. With those bosses done, I think I'll call that it for this part. We did a few more things on the stream. We cleared up the rest of our mechanics bosses, which was really nice. We managed to build up a little bit more of our money. And now we are currently sitting at just a little bit under 4.5 bill. As a little bit of bonus content as well, we managed to clear Hard Magnus on our Marksman Bossing Mule. Mostly did it because we wanted the badge from the boss. Didn't really plan for it to be a 20-minute run, but hey, we got the item and that's all that really matters. Thanks again for everyone who's been watching and supporting my channel so far. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys have, please consider subscribing and liking the videos. It does help a lot for me. And also make sure to check out the streams. I do stream quite often and it's all here on YouTube as well. Thank you guys again. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next part.